Welcome to this week's episode of Football Chaos. I'm ashamed to admit that I've suffered my first losing week since the beginning of this season. I went 6-9 last week, but I'm alright with it in a sense that out of those 9 games, 5 of them were within the score of 4 points, and then I also had 2 wins. I picked Tampa Bay to beat the Falcons. That's a tough call, and I also had the Rams surging by the Panthers after last week. Goes to show that you just can't always trust a hot team to move on to the next week and still be hot. Other games, like I said, I got wrong. The Bear-Redskin game was within 4 points. I picked the Bears to win that one. Patriots-Jets game went to overtime. I had the Patriots winning. Dolphins-Bills, that was a toss-up for me, but I did pick the Dolphins. They lost by 2. I also got the Lion-Bengal game wrong. That was within 3 points. The Ravens-Steeler game was within 3. I picked the Ravens for that one. And a couple that surprised me were the Vikings-Giants game. Giants got their first win of the season. And the Broncos-Colts game, they got their first loss of the season. And that brings me right into my wows. My first wow, I'll just go flat out with injuries. There's a lot of injuries this week. Big names. We have Jay Cutler, Sam Bradford, Jermichael Finley, Briggs, and Arian Foster. These are high-profile names, and they all went down this week. And some of them may miss multiple weeks. I know Cutler's out for at least 4 weeks. Lance Briggs is out for 4 to 6 weeks. Bradford's done for the season. Finley is indefinite. And I think Foster is probably set to return. We just don't know when. I know he has a leg injury. So, yeah, big names going out this week. It's tough for the NFL. Next wow of the week goes to the Broncos' loss. They obtained their first loss of the season. That leaves the Chiefs the only team left that have not gotten a loss. Who would have guessed that at the beginning of the season? Congratulations to the Chiefs to being the last man standing. And let's flip it to my next wow. Goes straight to the bottom of the pile. Giants get their first win of the season. That leaves only 2 teams left to not get a win, and that's Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who will be the next one to get their win, or who's going to get that first pick in the draft. Alright, now I'm done with my wows. Let's move into week 8. It's going to be a good week. Starting with tonight's game is the Panthers versus the Buccaneers. I have the Panthers picked to win this one. No question about it. I'm not trusting the Buccaneers anymore. I thought last week would be their chance to shine with a lot of injuries to Atlanta, and they just couldn't get it done. So I have Cam Newton winning this game. My next game, 49ers over Jacksonville. This is no question. I got 49ers winning this all the way. Jacksonville is going to probably be a no-win season. Next, we have the Chiefs over the Browns. The Browns are struggling with their quarterback situation. They just benched Whedon again. I have the Chiefs winning this one pretty easily. Patriots versus the Dolphins. The Dolphins have been struggling. They've been on a slide. Patriots come off a tough loss last week, but I think they'll recover well and come back with the win here. I have the Patriots winning. Next, we have the Saints versus the Bills. Saints are hot. They've been good all season long. They've only suffered 1 loss. I have the Saints winning this game over the Bills. Although I am impressed with the Bills, they have been able to pull some wins out with a lot of struggling offensive situations with their quarterback and C.J. Spiller not performing well. Next, Cowboys-Lions game. That's a toss-up for me. I think it's going to be tough. The Lions always put up a good fight. They just haven't been able to pull out a couple wins. And the Cowboys, they've pretty much been in the same boat all season as well. But I have the Cowboys winning this one. The Giants-Eagle game. I said I wouldn't pick them until they won. They've won. Now I'm picking them. I'm going with the Giants over the Eagles. The Eagles have got a bad quarterback situation. Michael Vick's going to see if he can play. He's trying his best to get back, so I still have the Giants winning this game, although I think Vic would make it really interesting if he is able to come back and play. Steelers-Raiders, it's another tough game. I have the Steelers winning this game. Coming off that win against the Ravens, they should feel good. I think they should be able to handle the Raiders. So Steelers over the Raiders there. Bengals versus the Jets, it's another tough game for me. They're both playing pretty well, both scrapping out wins here and there. I do have the Bengals winning this game, more or less because it's at home for them. But I think it will be a fun game to watch. It will definitely be close. Next, I have the Falcons versus the Cardinals. I have the Falcons winning this one. The Cardinals are just a struggling team as well. I think the Falcons kind of figured some stuff out last week. They got a new wide receiver that they can trust in. Matt Ryan looks good. I'm going Falcons over the Cardinals there. Next, the Broncos and the Redskins. What a week for the Peyton Manning and the Broncos to come back after that loss and face a terrible defense in the Washington Redskins. I think the Broncos will take out a little anger and stress into the Redskins, and it will be a Bronco game, no problem. Next, we go to Sunday night game. Big rivalry, Packers versus the Vikings. I have the Packers winning this game. The Vikings not sure who their quarterback is. First it was Freeman, now it's Ponder. Apparently Freeman has concussion-like symptoms. They're not really sure if he'll be ready to go by Sunday. So they have Ponder as their quarterback. So I have the Packers winning this regardless of the quarterback situation either way. The Vikings haven't looked good. AP is not AP of last year. And that's how they got it done last year, was with AP running the ball down people's throats. So I have the Packers winning this game against the Vikings. Next, we have the Seahawks versus the Rams. I have the Seahawks winning this game on Monday night. The Rams are out of a quarterback. They just asked Brett Favre to be their quarterback, which shows they're really desperate for a quarterback position. I have the Seahawks having no problem winning this game, no matter who they get to play quarterback on Monday. Seahawks with that win. All right, like I said, it was a rough week for me. Hopefully this week goes a lot better. Hopefully you guys enjoy the football. Last week was a great week for football. Close games, exciting to watch. Hopefully this week's the same way, but I hope I picked the right side of it. You guys enjoy your day and enjoy Sunday football. All right, thanks.